Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Dawn Chorus Late's Route. Now, we took a little time off away from Norway. We kind of vacated a little bit in Silverstone. Either we head back to our friend Theo's house, back to Promises of Keep, but now we're back here. But also, it is the month of Halloween, so there's gonna be some horror visual novels off to the side here and there that I'm gonna play with, along with Dawn Chorus and Silverstone. Because don't worry, Silverstone's gonna come. It's not just gonna be just the 2 parts and that's it. I will be playing more of that. But we also have to make room for All Under Control by Mr. Jimmy DeFloof, and the upcoming Image 1697 by the one and only Reto Raven, the creator of The Curious Taste of Route 19. I'll be making room for that as well. But for now, we're back in Norway. We're back in this beautiful, cozy, just serene, tranquil visual novel that I so love. And know that there's going to be a lot of material for me to cover. So anyway, let's not fuck around, let's continue, shall we? So the last we left off on, Late is fully aware of our feelings for him, but he's in a situationship with Torolf. Or maybe not a situationship, more like a friends or benefits type of situation. But besides that, Late has feelings for Torolf, or wants their situation to be more than just being fuck buddies. But Torolf doesn't want anything else. Doesn't want anything more than just fucking around. And Arvo is aware of that. And Late is aware of that. And that's why he doesn't want to hurt Arvo. And plus, Late has an issue with wanting to be liked, or like not wanting people to be like mad at them or hate them, which is so real. I come to realize that Late is a lot like me in that instance, and also a lot of instances that every time his route progresses, I get more and more and more called outs every time. So that's fun. But anyway, Late is me and I am him, as established in my last part on Dawn Chorus. You know, I was kind of glad that I found a character in any of these visual novels that I heavily relate to. It's so real, honestly. But anyway, let's continue onward, shall we? Snowflakes fall on my unfurled tongue, melting immediately. The warm glow seeps through the thin cover of clouds, and I bask in it, feeling it spread over my body. It's so good to be outside. My legs hurt from sitting for half of the day, and I desperately need a coffee. But even just being back in the daylight instead of a stuffy lecture hall wakes me up. Okay, everyone, please gather here. Can everyone hear me? Please, quiet down. We have something important to tell you. Thanks, Devon. Professor Arn clears his throat, his voice suddenly loud and commanding, but clear like morning air. Thank you, everyone, for participating in today's lectures. If you feel like discussing any of the topics covered today in more detail, we will be holding a seminar in the cafeteria before supper. The return bus will depart at 1700 from the same spot. Oh, wait, we read this before. Snip! Listen, all this dialogue we read before, we need to get to the story. Oh, by the way, y'all, Jordan is one of my top 3 favorite characters, and I haven't even gone to his route yet. But anyway, finally, I thought it'd never end. The lectures weren't that long. They were. But I wanted free time already. I want to see the town. We have about 3 hours, and this place isn't big. There's tomorrow too, so we can take it slow. Did you make any plans already? I want to see the main street. There's a gallery art space at the port in one of the unused buildings. I wanted to check that out. It seems like a properly cool place. How about you? Oh, I didn't do much research. I'm fine with tagging along, though I need to get some food in me first. I think I stopped feeling hunger around the penultimate lecture, and just fell into this numbness of energy conservation mode. Needless to say, my state is dire. Hey, what are you doing? Rune approaches us as we chat. Looking around, I see that almost everyone has dispersed by now, leaving us, him, Devon, and Arn only. Hey, we're wondering what to do. I think we'll go grab some food first. Oh, I know just the place. There's a tea house here I wanted to visit. I looked at their menu and they have Indian dishes too. You mentioned it yesterday. I'd be happy to go, but I don't know about the rest of the group. Y'all? Sounds good, as long as it's not prohibitively expensive. If we make it quick, we might have time for walking afterwards. What the hell, why not? Great, we can go then. It's so nice here! Lake walks a few steps behind us, enchanted, eyes clinking to every building we pass. The smaller towns here are always charming. People here really care about how they look. Oh, Rune, how did it go with the project yesterday? He looks cheerful, but something in his voice, quieter and more unsure today, makes me feel like there's something wrong. And we know all too well what that wrong is. I left it as is. Maybe I'll get back to it today with some fresh ideas. So here we are. This is it. Through narrow streets lined with colorful houses, some brick, some wooden, we've made our way from the center to the heart of an even livelier but cozier district, full of cafes and small stores. I love it. I'll have to go out here later and get lost in all the winding alleys and squares. It makes me think of some magical medieval fantasy. Something straight out of a computer game almost. Oh, it looks quite unassuming. I was afraid it'd be a snobbish place. Snobbish? Why would it be? Tea has that sort of connotation. And suddenly the smell of cooking reaches us. The mouth-watering aroma of garlic, tomatoes, and spices. So many of them in such high intensity that my nose can't pick them apart. My stomach reacts with a sharp ping of hunger, once again reminding me how empty it is. Oh, it smells heavenly. It really does. So, are we coming in? Any objections? None. Now get in before I collapse from hunger. We meet this fine-ass man. One by one we enter, Rune closing the door. Yes, we know the tea. We know this tea house, and we know this tea master. And we know that he speaks in a language that I can't understand or pronounce. So warm, finally. I'm not reading that bullshit. Yes, we're reading the menu. Chana dal, okra, roti, tea tree. Yep, none of these ring a bell. Only a few dishes. That's always a good sign. Do you have a table for the four of us? Oh yes, we have a few left in the main room. Sit down and I'll bring you the menus. Thank you. 1 menu in Norwegian, 3 in English. 2 in Norwegian, please. The main room is big and still mostly full. This place is quite obviously popular with the locals. Still, with people lounging around, some drinking tea, a few with metal plates with rice and some curry, it feels quiet and cozy. We find a table at the opposite side, at a window facing a small square with a fountain, covered in snow. Before we sit down, I quickly snap a pic of it through the window, pressing the lens through the window pane. Here you are. The yak guy drops us 4 menus with a wide smile, heading back to the counter. They seem nice. Very. I wonder where they're from. They had quite a heavy accent. The shirt makes me think of Nepal, but maybe they just brought it for their fete. Fits this place certainly. I really like it here, by the way. I haven't been in any places like this one in my whole life. Like this? You mean a tea house? Well, yeah, but the atmosphere is so cozy. It's nice that you can sit on the floor at some of these tables. I better try that next time. Oh yeah, that's one of the nicest features of tea houses. That experience is definitely not for everyone, though. I tried to convince Devin to give it a shot once. He refused to go out to eat with me for a week afterwards. Oh, This place isn't cheap. Not the tea selection, at least. I grabbed the menu. It turns out to be more of a book. There's pages and pages and pages of all the kinds of teas and infusions and drinks. Most of them I don't even know, let alone the individual teas listed. I guess I'll have to ask Rune about these too. And indeed, the prices are rather high. A teapot of any green tea costs almost as much as a whole dinner. So, do you know what you want? No. Ah, first time in a tea house? Yeah, the names of the dishes seemed very cryptic too. Ah, I see. From what I saw, they serve complete meals here, so you get rice and roti. That's also a whole grain flatbread, a vegetable dish, and a dal of your choice. The dal is a dish from legumes that goes together with the main vegetable one. Yes, we know this, diva. Everything sounds great. I'm not really sure what to order. Maybe I could go with okra curry? I've had okra before and liked it. I want both, but if you're taking okra already, I'll get a lugobi and try the okra from you. One bite. One. I already chose my dish, so I'm going through the never-ending list of teas looking for anything I recognize. About the teas, anything you recommend? What are oolongs? Oh, those are nice. They're somewhere between black and green teas, usually with whole leaves, tightly rolled into small balls. Their tastes range from flowery and subtle to milky or buttery, or even roasted and woody. You can brew them many times, sometimes up to like 6, and still have a lot of flavor in each brew. So you did get more than one brew of these here? Yeah, look here. The number of teapots next to the price is the amount of brews they serve of each tea. If you've never been to a tea house before, then I suggest we take a few different types of each one and share them. Sounds perfect, yes! Okay, so how about 1 green tea, 1 oolong, and 1 black? I'm curious about this one. Now guys, do we separate from our beloved masala chai and go for the lapsan shochan or the pure? Pure? How the fuck do you pronounce that, actually? You know what? Let's go with the first one, the lapsan. Masala chai, I love you, but we need to do something different today. We need some new dialogue, basically. I'm pointing at the menu, at one tea that has caught my attention. Lapsan shoshan. Are you sure? Processed over a fire of pine logs, giving it a specific aroma. A solid black-brown leaf, and an infusion with a strong aroma of fire and smoky taste. That sounds so weird. I can't imagine how smoky tea would taste. We did take that one too. I thought about taking something simple and light so you could dip your fingers into all this. But if you want something with a strong impression, then I choose gyokuro for the green tea. I have no idea what it is, so sure. Are you ready to order? Yes, thank you. We'll take Jinchuan Oolong, Lapsan Shoshan, gyokuro, and maybe Darjeeling Autumnal? We only have first and second flush at the moment, I'm sorry. First flush then, please. And I'll take the set with okra curry. For me, a set with aloo gobi. Same for me! And I will take the set with okra curry. Okay, thank you. Is that all? Yes, thank you. So how did you like today's lectures? The lectures were absolutely fantastic. I don't know where they found them, but I haven't heard anyone talk about science this passionately. You could feel that it's their whole life. I liked the one about the future of space exploration. The lecturer had such a soft voice and the seats in that lecture hall were so comfortable. I think that was the only one during which I managed to fall asleep. They were nice, but I wish they provided some food during the break. I didn't know I was supposed to bring my own snacks. There, the dinner's almost here. Here's your food. The same guy comes back holding a huge tray, and on it 4 metal dishes, each with a huge heap of food on it. Then the smell reaches us, mouth-watering and so delicious, of spices, fresh chili and ginger, of coconut and fresh bread. As Rune said, each plate put before us has 2 different dishes. A amount of rice and red sauce, a cucumber salad, and then a flat round bread, dark in color. I'll bring your teas in 10 minutes. Please enjoy the food in the meantime. I can't read that. Wow, that's a lot. It looks so good. I take a spoonful of the curry and try just a bit, worrying it might be too spicy, but no, it's delicate and full of flavor, but totally mild. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah, the dal is just perfect. Jorgen, can I have my bite? Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I think I don't like okra. It's slimy. Well, I warned you. Good thing I got the potato curry. It's really delicious. This really is a nice place. Now I wish we had something similar in Onslow, serving both food and tea. And if they have a scene here, that would easily be the nicest spot I've ever been in. A scene? Yeah, they could invite bands playing traditional music to play live in the evenings. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know how many traditional bands are here. Can't be too many. But yeah, live music is the best. Do you go to concerts often? A lot, yeah. I have a few favorite spots. I even played in a few. What? You're in a band? Or are you playing solo and haven't you mentioned it? It's more of a project than a regular band. We don't have rehearsals. We be on the stage whenever a venue wants to host us, and play whatever we feel like in the moment, which is usually industrial noise. We're regulars at one venue in the industrial district. It's anarchist-led and lets us play once a month. It's a lot of fun. That sounds awesome! What other bands play there? Lately, it's mostly shoegaze and chillwave. The latter seems to be going through a revival, and the former is always popular. It's the easiest thing to play if you're an alternative kid and grab a guitar. I like it usually. That's really cool. You'll have to give me the address. I never really dived into the local music scene. It's hard to find an entry point. You just have to look for posters. We always hang a few around the city. And find the time to go there. But I'll try going when you're playing at least. If I don't have practice then. Appreciated. What is that word? What is that word? No! Cultured shouldn't have lived. I can't do this. I can't do this. I fucking quit. I fucking quit. God. Listen, according to my 23andMe, I am 72% European. Can some traces of my ancestry come down from the heavens and just let me know how some words are pronounced, please? I want to die. Are you talking about that? Yeah, that one. I took you there a few times, right? Just once. It was a cool place. I love the atmosphere, but I didn't really like the bands. It's a toss-up with the local bands. Most of them are playing on a proper scene for a crowd for the first or second time. I like live music. I like the energy, the atmosphere, the sound systems, the interaction with the band, the social aspect of it. Even if the bands aren't great, it's still an experience. I guess. I like concerts mostly for the music itself. You know what's social, interactive, and fun? Karaoke! That's the most fun you could possibly have. I'm happy there are so many in Onslow. I never get bored of them. Do you think there might be one here? Likely, yeah. But they always open in the late evening. There's no chance we find one this early. Yeah, right. And here are your teas. The timing is great. We're mostly done with the food already. This is Gyokuro. We're sharing all four. You can put them anywhere. Great choice. So this part is Darjeeling. The blue one is Jinchuan. And this one is Love Sun. Good luck with that one. It's a bad sign when the server says something like this. Oh. Thank you. These are already brewed. When you say to brews, please ring this bell. And away it goes, leaving us with 4 teapots and 4 small vessels that I imagine are their versions of teacups. Small and conical, plain and with no handle. Huh? These are fancy. Which one should we start with? I say we'll start with the least oxidized, so Gyokuro first. Rune grabs a teapot, and one smooth motion later, 3 of our vessels are full. I grab my cup and lift it to my nose. The aroma is honestly plain weird. I don't even know what to compare it to. Huh? This doesn't smell like tea. More like broccoli. I take a sip, and the taste is definitely not what I expected. It's vegetable-y and strong, without any hint of bitterness, but very savory. The broccoli comparison seems apt. What is this? This is the strongest green tea I know. It's plenty funky. I think they make it by shading the plants. It's one of the most expensive kinds. This is delicious. Glad you think so. It's a bit too weird for me. I can see myself getting used to it eventually, though. I don't think I'll finish mine. Anyone want some? I'll finish yours. I don't hate it. I'm kind of intrigued. Thank you. Not a fan of green tea? If they taste like this, definitely not. Most are easy to like. You might give sencha a chance sometime. How about the next one then? This one's an oolong, Jinchuan. It has a milky aroma and tastes a bit buttery. Buttery, huh? This should be interesting. I lift my cup with a dose of uncertainty. I lift it to my nose and... The last night I spent in Lake's bed, cuddled up to him, comes to my mind instantly. It is interesting, but I don't know if it's good. I like it. It's creamy. You don't feel it? Feel what? This smells like a person. That sense of clean skin, fresh out of the shower, underneath the fur. It's a pleasant sense, but it's really uncanny. Huh, it really does. Not at all. What are you talking about? Huh, you're right. But I take a sip. Honestly, this is very nice. No vegetable notes, just butter and slight sweetness. The taste is rather delicate, but pleasing. But still, it's great! Much better than that green one. I like them both. I couldn't really choose. They brew them really nicely here. They're not burnt nor too weak. It's the worst when a cafe has high-quality teas and just bursts them with awful brewing. Okay, so now Darjeeling. Finish your cups and I'll pour you some. I finish the rest in one gulp. It rolls off my tongue nicely, leaving a rich, milky aftertaste. Is this, like, infused with milk, or... Oh, no, it's not infused with anything. This variety just tastes like that. This is definitely the weirdest tea I've ever tried. Now try this one. It's black tea, but very different from your usual packaged stuff. Let's see. The smell reminds me of leaves mostly, which makes sense. Tea is leaves after all. But the taste is very light and pleasant. Very fresh, despite this being a black tea. I was afraid it'd be too strong, but it's good. I wish all black tea tasted like this. For a black tea, it's great. If all black teas tasted like this, I'd switch from coffee. You can find good ones for cheap. It doesn't have to be a Darjeeling to be good. I can always send you links to some good ones later if you want. Why not? I can check them out. I don't think my budget can afford another hobby, though. What's the other? Right, photography, sorry. Yes, we gotta talk about photography. But yeah, it can't be good for the wallet. But then, what hobbies are? You can get into making music in a DAW, though I think that's way less fun than doing stuff live. Or watch films, or sing. You don't need any instruments other than yourself for that. I lean back in my seat, soft cushions like a cloud underneath me. Only now do I notice the music playing, very quiet and meditative. You know, this really is nice. Sitting here and drinking tea, I mean. I see the appeal now. Something about this has an otherworldly quality, as if time is functioning differently here, detached from the world outside the window. There's one more tea to try. All ready? We nod, and Room pours just a bit, enough for 2 sips, into each of our cups. I lift mine to my nose again. A smell of a campfire and burning wood hits me instantly. My brother's in hell, Arva! What did you order? It's... I'm afraid of this. Okay, I see what they mean by smoky aroma. It's like smoked fish, only without fish. Still, it might be good. Don't judge beverages by the smell alone. A small, cautious sip. Hey, it's not bad. It won't become my favorite, but it's not terrible. I don't think I'd drink a whole teapot of it, though. Just sipping on it is fine. You can sip out all my quarter of it. I've had enough. Me too. I'm not really a fan, but I'm glad someone liked it. So, what do you want to pour you next? So that was fun. Wasn't that nice, y'all? Just to have tea again. Sorry for skipping some dialogue. Listen, we need to push forward. I feel dizzy. Huh? Everything alright? Yeah, just too much tea, I think. I knew tea had caffeine, but I didn't know how much. And apparently it's a lot. I don't feel much. Maybe you're not used to drinking caffeine. But it was worth it. It was a nice experience being there. I really chilled out. It was good to have something like this after a few hours of lectures. Wind ruffles the fur on my head, cool and fresh, blown from the sea. Looking around, everything seems more colorful and sharp now, beautiful in the evening sunlight. Yeah, I feel that too! That and the caffeine kicking in. I hope I'll be able to sleep today. By the way, what are your plans? I'm asking because I want to visit a local art space, and we have to turn left here to reach it. I hope to watch the sunset from the coast, and it's not that close to the west of the island, so I better start going there now. Lake, what about you? Oh, I'm not sure. I want to see more of the town. Maybe I'll just walk around a bit. I'd like to hang out with him a bit more, and I have just the idea of what he might like. Can I join you? Oh, sure. It'd be much more fun together. So, see you back to the bus? Or maybe even earlier. I'll try to get to the coast too in an hour or so, around sunset. Okay, sounds good. You can drop me a message if you don't see me when you get there. And waving us by, they both walk away. Rune to the east, Jordan to the west. Meanwhile, I'm left here with Lake, my paw gripping my camera, aching to get some good shots here. So, anything in particular you wanted to see? The harbor mostly. It's in this direction. We could basically follow Jordan. We're not in a hurry, I hope. I might stop a lot to snap a picture or two along the way. No, go ahead. But if you're too slow, you have to try to keep up with me because there's a lot of town in a little time. I nod, and we start walking off into a snow-covered street, leading us back to the sea. It's nice, observing Lake's sightseeing. What he focuses on, what interests him, it's all very different from how I see the world. I look for frames and subjects, but Lake lives for anything to pique his curiosity. I take a few pictures of him too. I rarely take portraits, but with his enthusiasm and the spark in his eye, he's a better subject than our surroundings. I'm glad to be alone with him again. I like the rest of our little group too, but with Lake I feel the most at ease. Being together comes naturally to us, and we never run out of things to talk about. Also, being alone with Lake, I can switch back to Finnish. No matter how much I speak English or Norwegian, they're not my mother languages. Even though I'm fluent in English, I still feel constrained by it. Well, y'all, I am not going to be speaking Finnish for this gameplay. I'm sorry, I am not there. The most I can do is sing a couple of Nightwish songs that are in Finnish. And even then, I don't understand what they mean. But I like to have good pronunciation with some stuff. Anyway. Hey, look at this! They have a museum of soda bottles in here. Soda bottles? That's a weird thing to collect. I bet they easily take so much space that you need to dedicate a room to them. Do you want to go in? No, we don't have that much time. I'd rather see more of the town. We walk past it, continuing towards the coast. Meanwhile, I keep looking around, searching for a place I found on the map. It should be right around here. Hey, Lake! Wanna check out this place? This is a bakery. They have great reviews online. Their cakes are supposed to be particularly good. Oh, of course! I hope they have lemon cake, or cupcakes, or strawberry tart. We're gonna go to a bakery! Wait, is this the same one that we went with Rune? They have all three and more. And Lake stands at the glass case, eyes hungry but undecided, presented with a tragic dilemma. These all look so good! He's not wrong. Stand for something with your reviews paid off. The cakes look delicious, all beautifully decorated, and while the variety isn't great, every single one looks tempting. But I knew what I wanted since my sight rested on the luscious piece of red velvet cake, decorated with whipped cream, chocolate chips, and a raspberry. The last piece left. My paw reaches out to it by itself, fingers close around thin air before the last pane. Do you want anything? Yeah, but I'm not sure what. There's deep longing in his voice, and his eyes glimmer wistfully, the whole assortment of cakes reflected in them. I thought I did the lemon tart, but the carrot cake looks so good too. From behind the counter, the shopkeeper looks at us with a warm smile and eyes full of understated that tells me that most of the customers have similar problems as we. Oh, and that red velvet cake looks so great. Badam, it's mine! No, not the red velvet cake. His words are a gut punch, but I force myself to smile through the pain. I'm doing this for him, not for me. No, honey, you need to take what's rightfully yours. You better get that fucking red velvet cake. Wait a minute. Wait, they're gonna do the thing where they buy things that both of them like, and they share with each other. Ooh! Can I buy them for you? You won't have to choose which one you want. What? You don't have to. I can buy myself one. Yeah, but I want to. Remembering late stream from yesterday, I think it'd be a nice gesture. Arvo, I won't eat that many anyway. We can have them pads and you can eat them whenever you feel like it. You want to see more of the town anyway, so we'll save the time this way. Fine, but I'm buying a few cupcakes for our friends then. I thought about buying some cardamom buns first, but these look so good. Each decorated with a mini figurine of a caribou. They indeed were a sight to behold. I turned to the shopkeeper, pointing through the glass pane. 1 lemon tart, 1 carrot cake, and 1 velvet cake, please. All to go. Actually, I'd like the red velvet cake on a paper plate, please. Arvo, what about you? You don't want anything? I'm still thinking of that red velvet cake, but others look great too. Like the clatata, almost melting on the platter, sprinkled with powdered sugar, a raspberry adorned each piece. And the clatata, please. And that cozy bakery, I forgot about the damn cold already. Now it bites at my nose, slowly penetrating through the fur on my snout too. Let's get moving. I don't want to freeze here. Coming! Late checks the bat again, making sure that the cupcakes won't fall over. With the cream decorations and delicate figurines, it would be an insurmountable waste. Okay, they're all good. The cakes are safe in my backpack, apart from the one I lust after. The only piece of red velvet cake on a paper plate in Late's paw. So, where now? To the harbor, and then we can walk along the coast. I'm curious what's there. You don't want to eat your cake now? I can wait until we're back. That dinner at the tea house was more filling than I thought it would be. You say? Because I see the way you look at my cake. Ah, caught red pod. Or rather, hungry-eyed. Did you want that one? I remained silent. Do you want some? Yes. You should have said so. I don't mind sharing. We can have it together. I have another spoon in the bag. You can have it. Thank you, Lake. Full of gratitude, all fuzzy inside, I take the spoon from Lake and take a piece of the cake. It's sweet, just like this boy I'm sharing it with. So we walk down the narrow streets leading us to the coast, enjoying the cake and each other's company. It was good. I could go for another, though. Wait, you have something here? His outstretched paw touches my snout just below my mouth, the paw pad of his thumb rubbing against it, ripening some crumbs for my fur. Our eyes meet, and the corners of his mouth curve upwards in a gentle smile, like the low-hanging sun behind him, shining through his silvery mane. His feline nose trembles so funnily when he smiles. It's cute. Thanks. Have you ever, held paws with someone? The blood rushes to my ears. My heart's slow pace turned into a gallop. I don't think so. Do you want to? Yes. Nice. And his paw finds mine. It's soft and fuzzy, and a bit damp with sweat, but then so is mine. I haven't felt this nervous since my high school finals. As if ashamed of this, Lake moves his palm away, so that only our fingers touch. Paw pads press against paw pads. And then our fingers entwine, paws linked together. A bolt of energy runs through my spine, sparks exploding just at the base of my head. Lake. Blushing, he turns away and continues through the street, pulling me after himself. We walk along the coast now, but, lightheaded, I only see Lake and me, and the snow falling around us in spirals, as if the world inverted somehow, inside turned outside. My paw seemed to lift off the ground and I glide next to the lion, weightless, his paw not holding me down to the earth, but pulling me upwards. We stay silent. We don't need any words to share this closeness. Suddenly, we find ourselves outside the town, leaving the tiny wooden houses behind us. The landscape changes and we step into sparse woods, the sea rolling over a patch of sand to our left. There's not as many people there, but I didn't mind them at all anyway, barely noticing them. The green envelops us, mixed with white and azure, and suddenly it's all quiet, except for our steps against the backdrop of the gentle sea. We've left the world behind. You know, if not for the mountains behind the sea, it would feel just like at home. In Finland, you mean? Yeah, you don't think of it as your home? Not anymore, no. I don't think so. My home is where I am. Oh, look, isn't that Rune and Jorgen? Indeed, they walked along the coast in our direction, towards the town, chatting. I'll go give them the cupcakes. Hey, Jorgen! Wait, no, he's not bumping to Rune. Oh no, he's not bumping to Rune, and he's gonna drop his phone in the water. No, Late, don't do anything stupid, please! I'll pause disconnect, and away he goes, running up to the bat and the buck. Did he not want them to see us holding pause, or am I overthinking this? No, I don't think he'd care. He's not the type of person that would. I land on the ground softly, the world around me coming back into focus. The sudden absence of Late's fingers between mine and the heat of his paw feels like a void. A negative space that opened up suddenly. But I shake my paw and follow Late. Yep. Fine! As Late reaches the pair, something flies off to the side and drops into the sea with a splash. Whatever that was, Rune didn't sound too happy. God damn it. Huh? What happened? Don't. Better give him a minute. Rune runs off into the sea, fishing the lost object from the water. Wiping it at his trousers, all soaked with seawater now, he returns to us solemnly. I wanted to give Rune his cupcake and not his phone from his paw. Does it work? No. Rune tries to smile, but fails miserably. His expression shifted between anger and deep sadness. Rune, I am so sorry. It happens, don't worry. He doesn't look at us, though. His voice is completely flat, just as his tail, glued to his leg. Maybe you could put it in rice and it would absorb the moisture? Do you have rice, maybe? No? It wasn't waterproof? I thought most phones are now. No, I got something budget-friendly. I don't need an expensive phone, and if I break it, I wouldn't regret it as much. So I guess that came in handy now, at least. I just want to give you a cardamom bun. I bought a bunch at the bakery. Thanks. Maybe it's still repairable. Maybe. I'd like to try at least. I can't even take out the battery. Now they're just built-in and not replaceable. How quickly the mood has changed. We walked back to the town in silence. Lake walking a few steps behind us with a solemn look on his face. Rune looked at somewhere in the distance, his face emotionless like a mask. I wanted to give Lake a hug and cheer him up, but with Jorgen and Rune around, I find myself unable to do that. I'll wait for it until we're back on the bus. I feel sorry for him and Rune both, but it's Lake who I feel the need to comfort now. He looks even more miserable than the buck. Strap your seatbelts, please. We're leaving in a moment. The bus doors close with a hiss followed by the engine's low rumble, like a beast waking to life. Everyone's in, and without any delays, the vehicle starts. Soon we're out of town, back in the woods. Lake slouches in his seat solemnly, his face contorted in guilt unspeakable. I can't help but feel sorry for the poor lion. I should be paying for that phone. Yeah, that would be the best. But I can't. I don't have money for that. Well, that makes it harder. But Rune didn't say you have to, thankfully. Such is the life of a student. Maybe, but I still feel bad. I wonder what phone Rune had. If it was some cheap model, maybe we can afford a new one together? I'll talk with him later, maybe, see what I can do. Don't think about it for now. There's not much you can do. Better think of how we're going to spend the rest of the day. We're free after we arrive. Remember about the film play in the evening? I'd like to go see it. We could go, sure. at least to see what they'll be playing. Late leans his head on my shoulder, his paw finding mine once again. It takes me by surprise and I freeze, my body not knowing how to react. But then I lean into his warmth, holding his paw in mine. The void is filled and the warm glow returns. Everything feels right. With the landscape strolling behind the window hypnotically, I slowly forget about everything else. About the lectures, about the phone, about Torolf and Rune. Only the swirling snowflakes and the lion leaning on me remain in my consciousness as my mind fogs, heart full, eyes open in a half sleep, dreaming about the world where everyone is alright. Oh, that's cute. Hi, Devin! Even on trial run number 5 of this conversation, every sentence still falls apart like a house of cards. Rune, even if I can't afford to buy you a new phone... No, we're not talking about finances. What's that supposed to achieve? Focus on something I can actually do, maybe, like... Can I find a repair shop for you? Do you want me to get rice for you from the store? That sounds ridiculous. Maybe I should tell my own Madrid or something. Okay, room 2, room 4, there it is. Wait, are we late? Wait, are we late? Is this late perspective? Room number 6. I hope this is actually Rune's door. I'd feel silly showing up at someone else's room with my rehearsed apology. That's generous, actually. What am I going to say? Does it even matter? Maybe he'll just slam the door on me. Okay, deep breaths. I can't afford to psych myself out now. Swallowing my doubts, I knock. Inside a chair squeaks, giving way to slow hoof steps. So we are late. Why does this game do this to me? Why can't they just tell us why can't they tell us when the perspective shifts? Why is that so hard? Late? What's up? Can I come in? Sure. Rune lets me in, shutting the door behind me. A mug of tea sits steaming on the table, next to his laptop. I feel like I'm interrupting something. Is everything okay? Yeah, I just wanted to apologize. I'm really sorry about your phone. If there's anything to do to make it up to you, I didn't try to get it repaired or... Wait, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The university pays me a stipend for my research work. I mean, it's tech. I can just say I need it for a project. Are you sure? Because... Wait, it's okay. I'll manage. He's totally shutting me down. I can tell he's trying, but he doesn't sound the least bit okay with any of this. Do you want some tea? I have a little extra. This is a disaster. I mumble an apology for a few seconds and we move straight on to tea. Could be worse. He could have cursed me out or something. I still don't like this though. Is it like any of the ones from the tea house? Kind of. Like the Gyokuro, just a touch lighter. It's nice stuff, I promise. Like the broccoli tea? Well, it can't hurt to try, can it? Maybe just a little. Have a seat. As I sit down at the table, Rune pours me around half a mug. It smells a lot like the one from earlier, though a little bit grassier. Thanks. I take a sip. He's right, it's not as harsh. That broccoli thing still haunts me, though. Well, it's only a little. I can finish it probably. This tea is... interesting. Yeah, that's one way to describe it. It's an acquired taste. I don't expect you to think it's great if it's your first green tea aside from the packaged stuff. Well, that and the Gyokuro. I guess... It seems like everyone here but me is a tea expert. You'd be surprised how popular it is. It still doesn't feel right for us to be talking about tea right now. Come on, just one more try. Rune, I promise this is the last time I'm going to ask, but is there anything I could do for you, even if it's just a small favor? Lake, I promise you, I didn't take care of this myself. Like I said, even if it's not repairable, I could probably get a replacement anyway. And everything on it is gone. Never mind, forget it. Oh, because all of his demos and everything. Ooh, this is painful. What was on it? Nothing important, just my demos and everything. You know, important stuff that I want to do because, I'm also pursuing music as well. Well, that's neither here or there. His smile is forced, almost uncanny. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of prying. Just trust me on this one, okay? I sigh. There's no convincing him. Okay. Good. So what else is going on? Any plans for the evening? Arvo and I are supposed to catch the film later. Other than that, I don't know. Rune pulls up from the other chair and sits down across from me. You two seem pretty close. I forget, how long have you known each other? Oh, I met him around the start of the semester. We live in the same dorm building. Huh, I figured it would have been longer than that. Why is that? He leans in, lowering his voice. You're very affectionate with each other. What are you talking about? Does he know? Am I that obvious? Don't think I didn't see you two holding paws. Oh god, this is not what I wanted this conversation to go. Rune. Hey, take it easy, it's alright. You're cute together, you know. I bury my sign on my paws. I say thanks, but it's more complicated than that. How do you mean? I'm stuck in the mode of two things with two different people. I've been with this other person for a while now, but it's... well, that's complicated too. I think he and I wanted different things. No, I know we want different things. Still, I can't let go, and believe me, I tried. I feel like I'm losing so much, even if there isn't really a lot to lose, just physical stuff. I want to fucking die right now. Rune shifts into sea a little bit. Yeah, I get you. And Arvo. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time. I see. Does Arvo know? Kind of? How about the other guy? No. He takes a long sip of his tea. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. I just know that things kind of suck right now. Yeah, sounds like it. Are you going to tell the other guy? Before I can think of an answer, my phone buzzes in my pocket. It's a text. Are you coming? Waiting for you. Who's that? The other guy. Do you have somewhere to be? Yeah. I won't keep you then. Listen, just be honest with yourself. You'll be better off. Trust me. I nod. I'll catch you later, alright? Sure. Thanks for the tea. Looks like I did finish it after all. Anytime. I show myself out of Rune's room, closing the door behind me. Right. Somewhere to be. Leaned against a window frame, I watched the circular face of the moon, seemingly flat, emerging from the clouds only to hide again a second later. It's such a pretty view. The night sky never looks the same, ever. Come to think of it, if I wasn't looking at it now, I'd never again have the chance to see it. But where's the lake? I glance at my watch, but only 2 minutes have passed since I last looked. Turning my eyes to the sky again, I sigh. I don't like waiting. I can't really focus on anything when I'm anticipating something else. He said he would go to the sauna after he talks with Rune and apologizes again. But it's been almost 20 minutes and there are no signs of the lion yet. Maybe they're still talking? It's not impossible. Groups of students pass me by, the chant dotted by an occasional burst of laughter. A sudden feeling of disconnection opens up inside me. They are all inside their bubbles, not even touching mine as they pass me in the corridor, sometimes only glancing in my direction. I know nothing of them and they know nothing of me. I'm in my own bubble, my own world, with Lake, Yordi, and Miko and the rest. These are the friends I care about. Even if it was pure chance that we'd cross each other's paths, and I just as well could have ended up in any of the other groups here. How can one enter another bubble, An urge rises up in me to walk up to someone else and talk. But even if we did for a moment, wouldn't I still be a stranger? I sigh and press my head to the window. Maybe Late went into the sauna from the outside. There's a door leading to the small terrace at the end of the locked room corridor, so it's not impossible. I think I'm fed up with waiting here anyway. Time to move my legs a bit. I'm sorry, but Late is kind of fucking with Toruth. The familiar scent of chlorine again. The locker room is empty, though some of the lockers are full. So there must be someone either at the pool or in the sauna, likely in both places. Maybe Late's stuff is in one of the closed ones? I feel like having a sauna session regardless. I take off my clothes, stash them inside a locker and grab a towel, opening the wooden door. Sauna. The wave of heat lifts first my nose, then at my fur, all wet from the shower. I breathe in slowly, letting the hot air fill my lungs. In and out. In. The feeling of familiarity overcomes me, and my body relaxes, knots untying and strings coming undone. Something shifts in the periphery of my view, on the bench to the right. I'm not alone here. It's Miko again. But it's not Late, it's Miko. Hey there! Good to see him here, actually. I haven't seen him for most of today. I think we only said hello to each other at breakfast. I'm glad. He's not Late, but still I feel comfortable around him. I get tense with some stranger around. Now it feels like we have the sauna for ourselves, instead of me having to share with someone. Miko, hello! How was your day? Quite good! I went to the record store, and then Bjorn took me to a cafe that was nearby. How about you? Quite nice too. Rune had an idea to go to a tea house. I joined it with Jordan and Lake. It was nice. The tea menu has like 60 pages, and we ended up trying 4 different teas, and they were very different. I speak, trying to come up with more things to say. Since when were our conversations so stiff and formulaic? What has happened to us? Lake knocked Rune's phone into the sea soon before we got back to the bus. That was sort of funny, at least until I saw Rune's face. Poor dear couldn't even process what had happened. Oh, that's awful. Poor Rune. I don't know what else to say. Maybe the topic was a bad idea? Our conversational dead end. I wish I knew what the wolf was thinking. He's acting withdrawn too. Maybe something is bothering him? Or maybe not. Maybe he's composing something in his head. What do I really know about him now? I look down my paws. I often do when I get nervous. I wonder if others notice, and how obvious it is, but focusing on them helps me to relax. I held Lake's paw in them just an hour ago. I remember suddenly holding them together. 2 paws. 2 padded paws holding mine. Heavy, but so soft like silk, and so warm. I want nothing more but for this to last. A soft rub of a feline nose against mine. Then a tongue, white and wet, dragging across my lips. I open my snout and let it in. But nothing happens. And it's all already over. Oh, it's late! Oh, it's late! Oh, it's late! Oh, this is the aftermath! I'm still just where I was, in the shower, with cold water pouring over me, and this dull pain in my chest, like a wind stayed lodged between my ribs. Tears mingled with the water, giving it a salty aftertaste. I extended my arm behind the shower curtain and feel for my phone, laying on the sink. My paw finds it and turns up the volume. My tense muscles relax. I open my paw and draw myself a noise. I think of nothing at all. The water flows down my fur and I imagine myself dissolving in it, circling around the drain. Almost mechanically, I start rubbing the shampoo into my fur. I wash the last remnants of his scent from me for the final time. The thought hurts like an icy knife cutting through me. I turn off the shower and leave, dripping wet. Drying my fur with a towel, I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and freeze. My eyes trace the contour of my jaw and I wince. So sharp and masculine. Wet fur clinging to my body. I inspect centimeter after centimeter of my face. My thick eyebrows, my white snout. At least my shoulders are thin. Why do I have to lose everyone I love? Again and again and again. I want to ask aloud, but what for? No answer would come. I shiver. Paws cold, my reflection staring back at me frightfully. And this is Beatrice's perspective, which we already read before. Cold water drips from my body. Cool down, refreshed. Life has been so weird lately. Despite the move to another country, not much has happened since my finals. I spent most of the summer at home, enjoying it while it lasted. But my daily trips to the lake seem so distant now, as if they happened in another life. Every hour of proper summer is as valuable as gold in Finland. We don't have that many of them each year, but this past summer was something else. Sunny and pleasant from June to August, the only one like that I've seen. Perfect for being lazy. But now, I got here and it seems like more has already happened during this camp than since the start of the academic year. The need to listen to some music only grows. I need something I could lend this moment to. Some kind of a sonic backdrop for this place. I wonder what sort of music Lake likes. Did he ever tell me? I can't remember. He didn't come at all. He can't be apologizing to the room for that long. I'll drive myself a check in his room. Maybe Jordan will be there and tell me where I might find him. I knocked on the door, not expecting anyone to be inside. Maybe I'm lucky and Jordan stayed behind to read a book. It's too dark outside for it, especially with his eyesight. But I hear shifting inside, and the bathroom door closing. Nobody answers, though. I wait a moment before knocking again, a bit louder this time. Still nothing. I know someone's inside, though. I take out my phone and write Lake a message saying I'm standing before his room. He's offline, and I know he rarely checks his phone, but maybe this time. Arvo? Lake? He's been crying. His mane is all disheveled, as if he just wiped it, and eyes wet with tears. Come in. Lake closes the door and leans on it, looking at the floor, arms behind his back. Lake? What happened? He fidgets around, as if considering what or how much to tell me. Finally, he settles down on the edge of the bed and looks up at me with his huge lion eyes, pure and soft. I cut ties with Torolf. Cut ties with Torolf? My thoughts immediately go back to last evening. Lake clinging to me under the shower, his warmth so sudden and precious. I'm kind of seeing someone, that's what he said then. Not anymore, I guess. My heart flutters. Part from seeing Lake like this, sad and hurting, and part from the thought that he's single and uncommitted. Lake, what made him do something like this so suddenly? Oh. I went to his room and told him that we shouldn't keep meeting together. I didn't want to tell anyone before I went. So it wasn't something spontaneous. Why though? Did he do something to you? No, I did something to myself. There was no fault of his in this. I couldn't have just kept meeting with him. It wasn't doing me any good. I knew he didn't feel anything towards me, but I thought it was alright, and I kept coming back. But yesterday I understood how pointless it was. It only made me feel bad, and I could stop anytime I wanted. I was romanticizing it, letting the feeling consume me. It felt uplifting for a while, to have a feeling like this in my life. It felt like something to live for. But then it stops, and instead it's a weight you carry around, a dread that you keep returning to. I need to move on. I sit down on the bed and snuggle the lion into me wordlessly. Limp, he falls into my embrace, and I start petting him gently. So are the bridges that have burnt. Lake's mane smells of grapefruits and lemons. I brush my fingers through it slowly, feeling the lion's warm breathing on my shoulder, through the fabric of my t-shirt. If it was such a weight for you, then you're better off without it. But I know it still hurts letting go. And nothing I can say could lessen the pain, but maybe it should be this way. If Lake just lost something that was important to him, then a moment of mourning seems proper. But I can be here for him and offer some comfort nevertheless. I liked it when you told me yesterday. It felt very nice. It did. Funny. That was the first time I was with someone else in a shower in my adult life when we didn't do anything lewd. Why do I have to be like that? Damn. It's so easy for me to fall for anyone and I always end up hurt. I don't have any words to offer him. Instead, I wrap both my arms around him and settle him tightly until he starts to protest. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. I lean back, but something unlocks in late and he almost jumps onto me, pinning me down to the bed. I got you. What are you going to do with me? Snuggle to death. Just kidding. He's strung like a bowstring. It amazes me how much energy and enthusiasm is contained in his lean body. But he relaxes and flops down onto me with a giggle, laughing away the last remnants of the tension. Thank you for checking up on me. You're a sweetheart. Silly lion. You know we were supposed to go to the sauna. Oh, right. Sorry. I thought I'd get over it quickly and get there. I didn't think it hit me this hard. Sorry. I think I need a beer first. I'm really in the mood for one. I got something special for the occasion. I asked for something unusual at the store, and they suggested a Belgian beer. I think it was called Lambic. It's fancy AF, even has a cork. I don't know, maybe a sip? Sure, I have it on the sill. Is he okay? I hope, but a sudden rebound looks more like faking a good mood than actually feeling better. I don't think alcohol helps, but if what he needs is a soft reset, then maybe it would do him good. He comes back with a small bottle, maybe 330 milliliters, snow still clinging to it, and indeed, it has a 47 normal bottle cap. Do you have a way to open that? I do! I have a corkscrew in my Swiss knife. Late sits down at the table with the bottle, jabbing the corkscrew at the cork. I'm not sure if he knows how to use it, but it's entertaining to watch, so I don't stop him. He figures it out finally, the spiral blade breaking the soft surface with a twisted motion. And soon the cork is out, a fruity wine-like aroma wafting from the open bottle. Are you sure this is beer? Yeah, it's I think it was called wild ale? I've read that it's brewed with fruits and fermented spontaneously, whatever that means. Do you have glasses, or are we doing it student style? I can fetch his glasses from the cafeteria, but where's the fun in that? Wanna try first? No, you go ahead. Late takes the first sip, putting the bottle back on the table. It looks at the ceiling quizzically. Curious, I grab the bottle and lift it to my snout, taking a tasting sip. Is this supposed to taste like this? Did you check the expiration date? I did. I'm afraid this is how it should taste. What do we do with it? Maybe it gets better if you drink more. Or maybe we could pour it down the drain. Sounds reasonable, yes. How much do you pay for it, by the way? 180 kroner? Man, that hurts. It hurts my wallet, yeah? But I want something really special for the occasion. The occasion itself is special. We'll do okay without it. Yeah, I feel bad wasting it. I can't do it, not after I paid so much for it. Second cost fallacy, but I'll let him have his fun. He doesn't need a lecture on psychology now. Hey, do you want some more? No, I'm good. Okay then. Lick braces himself before downing the rest of the beer in seconds, grimacing as soon as he finishes. Hell, okay, I regret it. It was the most sour thing I've ever tasted. Honestly, I'm impressed you finished it at all. Wanna go somewhere? I don't feel like sitting in a room. What about the sauna? Oh, I only went there before coming here. Maybe a walk? Sounds good too. It would be nice to be outside. Should I message Jordan or someone too? Actually, it would be nice to just go with you. Let me put on my shirt and we can go. Hi, Rune. How long is this gameplay gonna be? I'm so curious. You know what? This is getting too long. I should really, end this for today. Wow, that was a lot. I'm surprised there wasn't even a single CG during this entire gameplay. So the thumbnail's gonna be interesting. But looks like Lake finally broke things off a Torolf. Well, that's good. The fact that he keeps saying a lot of things that, oh my god, why is he me? Why the fuck is he me? I hate my life right now. Wait, also, on my TikTok, I have been posting like, you know, little like clips from my videos on here to kind of promote my YouTube channel. Someone commented said that the password is Legacy. And apparently this basically just unlocks the Legacy sprites. So, Legacy! What is a Legacy? It's plant of seeds in a garden you don't get to see. What does that mean? Oh, I did. So when I turn it on, you get all the older sprites. So that makes sense. This has been going on long enough. I hope you all like these the longer videos now. I know I've been playing a little bit shorter videos, maybe a little less than an hour, but still. But anyway, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the game in the description below if you want to play for yourself, as well as my links to my Twitter and Blue Sky if you want to support me on those platforms. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Zid the Red Panda made for the February Game Jam called When You Are Mine. Please go show your support to it. If you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and commenting on it on Itchio. We love reading those, it makes our day. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!